Well, today certainly started off as a day. Certainly means we are living in an era. I'm not gonna say the other thing because that joke's kind of dead. Hey everybody, how's it going? Yeah, a lot of things happened. I wake up fairly late thanks to how late I streamed, and I don't know. Shit's rough. But we're playing more Final Fantasy. And here we last left off, we had just gotten to learn that Torgal is apparently Super Wolf, and we've also figured out, like, hey, where's Hugo gonna go? And it turns out he's gonna be going all the way over to here through a route that takes them through this way. And, you know, Clive's uncle came by and said, hey, we spotted a bunch of suspicious ships and we're trying to, but they seemed a little like in a bad mood. And they finally drew the conclusion of like, oh, now we know why. They think Hugo's dead, but no, Hugo's not dead. His hands have just been cut off and he needs to heal up at the Mother Crystal of the Dalmekian Republic. Which is fine by me, because then we can go and actually finish the job, because like Hugo thought it was a good idea to stroll into Rosalith to fight, well, not fight, but to be like, I'm gonna kill Clive and Jill because Benedicta died, and then Clive was like, lol, no, and lol, no, it wasn't Sid that did it, it was me, Austin. And they fight, and I had an awesome boss fight with him. That's something I'll keep praising this game for, is that the boss fights have all felt awesome. Like, really, really good. And, yeah. So that's the... Oh, Earth and Fury is what I need for that. Well, that's probably not any better. But yeah, we fought Hugo. Hugo put up a really good fight. I almost died a couple times. And then after the fight, Clive cut off his hands. And apparently Waloed is like, hey, we're gonna stop this and save Hugo from getting killed. So, yeah. We're about to go do a little expedition to find Hugo.
Otto. Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head.
Although it could be done in
both. More
both.
than I have to.
You could do both. Just saying.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
And yeah, we got Titan's powers too.
What about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in
Thank
charge.
fuck for that. I don't, like, he just came, yeah, because Clive's uncle came in with like a shit ton of money to add to the cause, and Gav kind of had a panic attack, I guess, in the middle of it all. It was funny. It was a funny line read too.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
But yeah, we also learned that the Empire,
Let us away to adventure.
we also learned that the Empire, or the Emperor and Empress are specifically, like, kind of against the Crown Prince. So, yeah, we had a scene in which we saw the Empire, like, the Emperor and his wife, like, sit with a bunch of their council to be like, oh, we're talking about how we're gonna get the Dalmekian Republic to surrender because they're trying to get into the Dominion here, but the Dominion's ours now. We made it the capital. And Dion, the prince of the Empire, is like, I'm not really sure about how my father's asking me to turn into Bahamut right after the Dominics are going to turn over a bunch of money only to decimate them. And the Emperor's just like, so it seems my son... So, like, oh, the astrologers say that my son is planning on betraying me or thinking that I'm not all good. Such a pity. And I'm like, you're really going to attempt to try and go against your son who can turn into a fucking dragon. A laser beam spewing dragon. Let us see how that goes. Velcroy Desert. But yeah, that was what we caught up on as far as the events of the last stream. So this is my first time here. And Jill's staying behind because she's getting kind of a curse problem.
I was a young man
the Shiva aspect has been kind of causing her problems. Oh, pet the puppy.
There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
All right. Cool, I made it in time for the start. You did. And, you know, learning... And I kind of needed this game to cheer up from the real shit stuff revolving around Twitter and everything. It's been a day, I can tell you that much. And I feel like I wasn't even awake for most of it. Due to how late I stayed up last night, I was out in bed and I had such a hard time sleeping. I had such a hard time trying to sleep. Yeah, so I'm gonna change a couple things. Or I'm gonna change one thing. Game performance. I learned that apparently, no, don't restore that. Oh. Can I not change it back to gameplay? Oh, there we go. Oh, that's way better. Yeah, I heard graphics mode is good, but kind of makes the motion blur really bad, and I hate motion blur. So I'm gonna go frame rate mode for a little bit just to see how different that is. See if it's any better than what has been what an issue is.
Beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in this.
Well, already I can see the improvement. I think the thing is that the graphics mode has it be like at 30, whereas the gameplay mode is at 60. And I can immediately tell the difference. And as somebody that's never really been like a super big graphics stickler, I'm completely okay with this. 'Cause look at how smooth I move. I have to... Yeah, the day in particular today has been really, it's been something, having all of the things go on at once. Like, I wake up to hearing that Twitter's down, and then I take a look at Twitch, and apparently Twitch's video playback situation, did not look too good. It had a really major, problem with playing streams, but... It seems like it got fixed by now. I mean, I wouldn't be streaming today if it wasn't fixed. But it was nonetheless very distressing. And it's really, like, today's been kind of a day of me looking at a lot of, like, social media alternatives as far as, like, possible avenues of interacting with people. And... it's more so on the half of the Twitter replacements than the Twitch replacement situation, because Twitch fixed its stuff up, albeit, you know, it's still got some things that it could use fixing, but that's like, that's a topic that others have probably discussed in greater and more educated detail than what I can really say or add. But that's all I've really done today, is just kind of look at stuff and see what all I could possibly parse amidst it. Besides that, my day's been okay. I had some really good... I got to have some dinner with my dad and my brother. That was nice. Had some really good pastries as well. Well, more just baked goods as opposed to pastries.
Come, Clive. Let us turn back before we lose our way.
Alright, so no going that way. But yeah, so far it's just been kind of... That's just really it. I've just been looking at other social media sites as far as their viability as a alternative to Twitter, since Twitter is just kind of shitting the bed a little bit. And the verdict of it all is that I have looked at a couple of the options that are available, and I am looking to expand more into those. It's just, you know, it's hard to do that whenever you've used one particular app for most of your time on the internet, you know. It's just that thing where it's like, oh, because it's a newish tech situation, because it's a newer tech situation, we essentially have hard times finding alternatives because these giants of social media and everything have made it really hard to be an alternative that can be an immediate replacement. Because that's the thing. Is that this thing was so fast, people are immediately like, well, what? Well, what are we going to do about posting stuff?
I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Sorry to interrupt the uncle talking about Elwyn, but yeah, this is kind of urgent. Talking about the current situation, yeah, it's fucked. There's no two ways about it. It's fucked. It is a fucked situation that is like leaving a lot of us in the dust as far as being able to upkeep with our communities or with any community that we're a part of. Like any gaming news I want to learn, congratulations, I can't like look up game news as super frequently because all of the game journalists are on Twitter, and because of this limitation, it's like, good, I now can't keep up with game news that I'm a part of. Left us in the dust considering Twitter's Bluebird meet. Yep, yeah. Except it's more like... It's not as cute of a reference there. It's more like we saw a bird, like, on the road, horrifically dehydrated. I don't know. I don't know what I would describe this. It's just shitty, this whole thing. It's just shitty and not at all how you ought to run a business, but if there's anything we know about Muskman, he doesn't run businesses. He doesn't. He definitely throws his money at businesses, but he sure as shit can't run them. Yeah, I've given my deal over to Mastodon because I hear that's okay as an alternative. So yeah, that's where I'm at as far as my social media presence is concerned. like, in the end, if I can at least get the news that I like to get on, if I can get the news that I need on games and world events and such, then, you know, it doesn't really matter. First time I've heard of Blue Sky. Blue Sky, for those that are uninitiated, is a platform that's gonna be going through its I think it's currently going through its beta, and it'll be going public sometime in the future. I don't know if it's this year or next year, but I imagine it'll be soon. And the major pull of Blue Sky is that it is being helmed / helped being made by the former CEO of Twitter, the one that was around before Musk came by and, like, threw money at it and let it, yeah. So people are kind of interested in that because it's like, oh, cool. It's this thing that kind of looks and acts a bit like Twitter because it's being made by one of the people that was in charge of Twitter. And I was definitely intrigued, and a lot of people are still intrigued, but the issue with it is that I recently learned that from someone who got in, that the filtration system they have regarding, like, the kind of content that people are, like, preferring to have, let's just say some of the filtration settings were implying some situations that would not be up to people's liking. Like, I don't know how I can describe this well enough on Twitch, but let's just say there were topics that you could choose to filter out completely that implied the idea that Blue Sky would allow certain topics on their platform. Like, you could filter yourself away from them, but the fact that they were even allowed is what disturbed a few people. And it's what's disturbed me from the idea of wanting to really follow through on that one. So, yeah. Blue Sky could be it, but they definitely need to change that. Gotcha. Yeah, it's just a preferred thing to be like, we've got to find a good alternative, and this appeared to be the case, but the problem is like the stuff that it could allow is too potentially harming to people for it to be a viable option. So, yeah. So for now, I'm actually going to be giving Mastodon a go as far as a alternative if this Twitter thing keeps getting worse and worse. So, yeah.
There she is, the good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Yeah, overall, like, other than that, I've been okay today. It just need to... Yeah, okay. So something else, and you probably noticed this as I played in the graphics mode in this game. With character models, in the graphics mode, there was like this haze around the character that I think was meant to disguise motion blur. But I'm not seeing that on the character models here. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with frame rate, I think. An odd issue in my old account. Password reset doesn't send in my Gmail, so I made a second account today. If things are bizarrely bad, I'll start posting more there. Yeah. So, it's just... Social media is really tough. Oh, that PS4 outline haze? PS5, but it was just this odd outline haze that I noticed particularly in, like, the Kupka scene where he and Clive are about to start fighting. Like, again, it's noticeable to me now because it's like, oh, I don't see this, like, weird blurred smudge, I guess. Remember seeing that kind of stuff in PS4 games back then. I guess it must be a graphics prioritization thing. Yeah, I prefer this. This looks better to me.
Those are ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stone here. Our Luda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Poor Torgal. But yeah, now we know why a couple things. One, why Torgal's able to live so long, and two, why Torgal's able to withstand being in a desert and in a volcano. He's a magic wolf. Like a super magic wolf.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Chocobo stew.
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
Your pal? I forget one of chartreuse. That is it chartreuse? Chartreuse? It's one of those boards that's filled with meat and cheeses that you pair with wine. Chartreuse? Chartreuse? I think it's chartreuse. And he likes nuts and all kinds of peanuts, walnuts, almonds, pineapple shells. Other parts of the lyrics that I'm forgetting right now. Oh, Joshua's here! Oh, fuck.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Theon has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine.
But the medicine tastes like artificial grapes, I've told you. It's horrible. I'd rather take regular tasting medicine than that. That freaking Torgal line yesterday, though. Yeah, that was a very unfortunate line. Just... God. The internet rots people's brains sometimes. Oh, God, could Joshua and Clive meet here or something? Damn, look at that grip strength. Able to hold 4 of those at once.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead Skim, we'll never know. Dominant
So does this
or not, he's
predate all the games? I think this is just a separate universe. Because if you ever have Final Fantasy... Oh, Christ. If you could imagine a Final Fantasy timeline... I've mentioned this before, but timelines for game series have never panned out super well as far as, like, helping keep continuity between each entries. We've known that case with Castlevania and Zelda. So if... God, And Dragon Quest kinda does it, but not really, but kinda does, but also not really. Because, like, Dragon Quest IV apparently ties in with the most recent Dragon Quest Monsters game that's coming out this year. But No, I don't think this predates any of the entries. The only time where there's ever a reference to a previous Final Fantasy game is if it ever gets a direct sequel, like your Final Fantasy X-2s or the 2 sequels to Final Fantasy 13. Stuff like that.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Oh, loud uncle.
Let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Okay, there's still a bit of motion
Can you
blur,
walk,
but it's
Your
different.
Grace?
But
I fear trouble may be
Yeah.
brewing downstairs.
still a tad bit of motion blur. I wish we could turn that off, but it's not as bad, I think.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in Camber that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Prioritization. I like the uncle.
Take it.
Try it.
Yeah, I think this game is just its own thing. And honestly, that's how it kind of should be for most game series that are long running like this one, where it's like, oh, some of them are sequels to another, but if we tried to tie it all together in some kind of massive universe thing, people would be theorizing and their heads would start spinning around to the extent of like a Beyblade, like their heads would be Beyblading around their necks, being like, ugh. So yeah, no dice on this possibly predating any, I feel.
For your trouble.
Yay, rich fun uncle.
Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
So yeah, now the Waloed escort is going to get a little suspicious because 4 of their men are dead. Oh, look at that water. Whoa.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
I'm sorry. It's hot, but from the lentil soup. It was good, but it's a little greasy.
Clive?
I guess that makes sense. Part of the feather of the phoenix, so he goes like, it's kind of like the shrine radar in Zelda. He still doesn't like carrots. I thought that'd be it.
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Also, think you grow up that long and you still don't really develop any kind of feeling for carrots. What is a food that you all just like never really liked throughout your life, be it from like childhood up to now? For me, I wouldn't say I don't like tomatoes, but I find them better as an additive versus like just straight up like eat a whole tomato, you know?
Where are you?
And I guess watermelon would also be one. I've never really cared for the
we didn't
taste.
know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The royalists said it themselves.
God, look at that
Guess
water!
it's the Fang.
God,
We
look
should
at
press
that!
on before any more
So
of their
good.
friends turn up.
I don't know what it is with desert environments somehow having this cool water situation. Also, yeah, it turns out I was right. The motion blur is not as bad here.
This town is truly blessed. The bustling markets, the healing waters, and all under the watchful eye of Lord Kupka, who stands ready to crush pain.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamel is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Alright. So we've got crystal miners. And all of them are just waiting to be like, well, we gotta mine more of the crystals from Drake's Fang. But Kupka is needing some help because, you know, no hands. Like, yeah.
An excellent choice.
So 2 potions.
Crystal delivery's over. Get back to your homes.
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Yeah, because we have a rich uncle, so he may as well be the face, the party face.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe me.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal. How many times do I have to tell you?
God, look at it. What is with these stones? Is this salt or something? Because that is stark difference. I mean, I know, like...
Can I help you? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
So, like, I remember in particular seeing some videos of a country that tends to have rivers that, you know, have really high periods of being, like, super up on cliffs. Like, the river waters can rise really high onto particular cliff faces, and then when it gets into the drought season, the levels lower, so the levels of the water get really, really low. And then you can see, like, the different colorations of, like, the rock that hasn't been soaking in water for so long versus when it's not. So I'm guessing this may be the same situation. Or maybe that's salt rock. I don't know.
Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Also, with the implication of bads, I don't know if I'm going to have to put up Biden censorship. The Biden blast.
Excuse me. Are you Furder?
I am. Can I help?
Okay, no, I haven't had to put up... I don't need to put up Biden blast.
You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Okay.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around?
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
You know, the tavern brawl probably made some rounds in town, right? Do you think there's ever a certain point where an enemy like sees the damage and flying bodies and everything and just goes like, you know what, maybe we should stop? Like, I don't know why, but I just think the idea of them just still being like, oh, we're still gonna win, oh, we're still fighting you, I feel like that kind of gets diminished. I feel like I would at the very least be a little hesitant on that if I saw like a dude with a sword like summoning bird claws and scraping up people, flinging them in the air, and then erupting sword flames everywhere. I just kind of look at everybody else, then look at him and then be like, yeah, no. Kind of the Yakuza mentality.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Ferda?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Right,
Lights and butts!
Okay, so
Needed to a silken...
what's this? Once you go flat.
Like eating a cloud with a crust.
Wait, is this naan bread? Oh, I fucking love naan bread. Damn it. Oh, I want naan bread.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Naan bread's the best. Garlic naan? Ugh, forget it.
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it.
Alright. So whomst is this character?
Lubor, Lord Ferda told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Except for a Paper Mario a copy of Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, that is impossible.
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you.
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Okay. So crystal trade's probably causing a bit of a stranglehold on the
Solving
town.
his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces.
Little riddle.
I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
Alright. So yeah, we probably need to do something about the crystal trade here.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil. Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Oh, okay. So someone's, you know, stealing and hoarding them.
A deposit?
The juiciest meat from Green's Bed. You wouldn't believe how much he gave me.
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some poor...
That's a phrasing I've not heard ever. Wow, that's a new one. Wow.
When they come knocking, with pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
That was definitely not a phrase I've heard before.
Warm from the oven. The most fragrant herbs and spices.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang, for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil.
Ah.
And the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
Interesting.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder
So
if
the
Uncle
men of the
Ryan's heard
Rockers
anything of
are
this.
hoarding crystals, probably.
They'll probably be back at the inn by now.
At least that's the idea that I've got. They're hoarding them, and but because they're the big spenders of gil at a particular place, they're just like, they're still the top dogs considered.
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Couldn't he have paid for all of the furniture fixing? Might have. I don't know, maybe he did already.
Let me treat you. I'm pretty flush these days.
Was it this door? No. Where is he? There we go.
Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
Oh, Uncle's gonna be like, I can buy my way out of any problem, but it's gonna be a, like, group robbery later.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the...
I have only about, like, 30, I think, 40,000. Only merely 500,000 gil. I burn that easily as I take a shit in my loo. Yes.
Underworld.
Fucking...
That's enough about my...
I wipe my ass with 400 gil bills, I do.
That the supply of crystals has dried up
Fucking
of late.
Jesus, man.
And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town.
They're taking the crystals and selling them out to
Have
people.
been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere and pocketing
Yup.
profits.
Yup.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult.
Popinjay?
It just
What
goes
is
to
a
show
popinjay?
one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet
Vain or
the soldiers
conceited
in a
person,
secluded
especially one
corner
who
of the
dresses or
Belgrade,
behaves
far
extravagantly.
from prying
A
eyes.
parrot?
The
Huh.
perfect place for a spot of
That's what they're
double
called.
dealing.
Well, I guess that's another
trust I
name
can
for
count
him.
on your support if things turn sour.
Of course. You all right, boy?
Pet dog. Torgal's the best.
Let me treat you.
I need a drink.
Fucking men of the wrong.
Alright. Looks like I need to go around.
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of... Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Do you think they'll be back soon? I need a new dress.
Needed for a
Lightly and
silken
dark,
soft.
fresh from the grill. Get it what? The finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
All right. This is quite a lot of stuff. Okay, Southern Desert. So how's about we explore this for a second? Because there's so much nothing.
Good girl.
Faster.
Thank God for this. This is such a nice thing to have, having a chocobo. Kind of wish I could have like a full-on mounted combat thing, but I think that might have been a bit too much to ask for regarding the game's combat. Which, you know, considering what I'm doing now, I already have fun. How's the... Okay.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
More wolves. Actually, here's a question for all of you. What was your first exposure to Final Fantasy? Like, not the games specifically. I mean, like, as a, like, a property. Like, the general, like, first finding of Final Fantasy, as it were. Because, you know, I didn't really get into playing any... I didn't know Final Fantasy was a game series until many years after I initially saw this one thing, but my exposure to Final Fantasy started with a anime that existed, because, you know, obviously, with Final Fantasy being as popular as it is, they had an anime series of it. But here's the thing, the anime apparently is not very highly regarded. And let's see, I saw that back in the day when Netflix did like DVD queues, you know, like that long ago. And I don't remember the name of it, but I can tell you what the story was. It was these two kids that were transported to some kind of unknown world by way of like a train. And there was this guy that had a gun that essentially acted as like a summoner situation. Like the summons were cartridges in his gun. And then like the boy of the twins, I think it was twins, got a chocobo feather that helped him understand the chocobo talking to him. And it was like a Monster of the Week thing. What was it called? Probably wouldn't be hard to find.
I'll take it from here.
Unlimited. Final Fantasy Unlimited. Yeah, not highly regarded. Yep, I recognize the main guy on the poster here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, What guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
Oh.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
So Waloed
My
is
lord.
taking...
What is the meaning of this?
So Waloed is taking...
dogs.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Waloed and the Men of the Rock specifically have kind of a deal going on where they take part of the profits about crystals that are being mined in from Drake's Fang. And Byron just so happened to kind of take a part of the pie, as it were. Okay.
They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both.
Damn it, I keep missing up on the Titan move.
Stay down. It's not over yet, Uncle. I'm just getting warmed up.
Oh shit, there's a cure. There's a cure. Take care of you first.
It's over.
There we go. That's what I meant to do with that. That's what I'm supposed to do with that move. It's just with enemies getting so close, I don't really get the opportunity to time it right, or I press it too early. Oh, I have to fight their chocobos? Come on! Oh, I don't want to fight their chocobos. Okay. There we go.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army.
So there we
Until
go.
You two came along, that is.
That's the solution.
Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
So yeah, the Royalists were taking the crystals that were being mined out of it that were meant to be for the townspeople. So cool! Managed to stop that in its tracks. Nice.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well,
You could have been something like a Keith, or
I must do the same. Passage through the south gate. was it
Keith.
not?
I don't know.
To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the... Ugh!
Here, wear this.
What are we wearing? Oh, is it another badge? Another seal? Yay! Another thing for the merit badge sash that is Clive's cape.
With it shall be a friend of yours.
Seriously, he's collecting these things like merit badges at this point.
Please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
I'm gonna leave that one alone. So the thing about those owls is that they transmit the thoughts of the user over to another person.
Sid, or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
And there we are. Cool quest. Cool quest. Again, nice to learn a little bit about these towns and their plights as we go through them. And of course, we got side quests happening here. Do we have any side quests happening in anywhere else? No.
I've never even forged a button.
But what I am going to do is get to the renown stuff.
Expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I. Oh, wait. Are you Clive? Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luba's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
I could give you a hand if you like.
It's money and renown.
I know how
Might as
busy
well.
the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? Well, there's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
All right. So we gotta help this guy get to kind of understand, like, what's the deal about? What's the deal with trying to figure out knife riddles?
My carpets have pride of place.
Okay. Bunch of glassware.
I'll be asking for you again.
Where is the thing? Where was it?
The baths are, closed for scrubbing.
Baths are closed.
Hot water.
Plates and pots, bowls and basins.
Oh, that's where.
Fresh bread.
Completely missed that.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
So something that's sharp, and I'm gonna imagine the other thing. What would the other thing be?
Take a sniff, good sir.
Probably able to retain its hardness, maybe?
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Silver platters.
They've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
Where the fuck is the other person? Because the other thing is that this does give experience, which would be really helpful, because if I run into another monster quest that requires me to fight something that's higher than what I do, then yeah, it's gonna sting. Baths are closed.
Just look at the detail.
Nothing there.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door.
Maybe up this way?
Fucking men of the wrong.
What's this? Genuine cactar So cactars are a thing in this game. Imported from across the sea, just one prick and your little sparrow will sing.
I need a drink.
Huh.
You're going to drink my pockets dry.
What am I missing here?
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest fabric!
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Yeah, have a taste.
Plates and pots, bowls and basins, everything I've worked for. Ruined.
It's the bathhouse owner. Maybe this way? Like the fisherman? No. Where is the second person? Ooh, chest. Carving out a niche, speak with 2 townspeople.
Silver platters.
Can I like check the journal or is there a journal I can check or something that embodies the spirit of the thing? Embodies the spirit of the town.
The most fragrant herbs and spices. From the
Yes,
breadth
they're
of the
quite
twins
sought after.
and beyond.
It's here, but I don't know where. Try to talk with any townspeople that can help.
This town is truly blessed.
Truly blessed town. Ruined.
I'll be asking for you again.
It's all the fault of this blasted war. The moment they find out for a measly bunch of dissolved dreams.
Not here. Where is the second person? And the second that I hit the L3 button, Torgal's gonna go straight for the gate, so that won't help.
Needed to a silken.
Put a knife with an edge like Odin's razor in my hand, and I'll make short work of anything.
The finest fabrics! Fresh from
And I can't talk to the apprentice again.
Is it true what I'm hearing? The men of the rock were carting off.
Where is this other person?
You're going to drink my pockets.
I need a drink.
Fucking men of the wrong.
If you can't even fill my cup, you're no use to me. Begone!
Nothing there. What is this? Where is it?
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door. Look, Father. Hot water.
Plates and pots, bowls and basins.
Fresh
Maybe.
bread, warm from the oven.
Take a sniff, good sir. You'll be transported.
Where is this fucking other person to talk to? I cannot find them.
I see you wear the
Hydra.
desert rose.
No. Nothing around here.
my carpets have pride of place in
I think I'm legit lost on this. Yep, I'm lost. Like, there's no other NPCs to talk to about this.
Look at the detail, the craftsmanship. You're looking sweet incense. What's wax candles?
Nothing. All right. Seems like I'm not the only one that needed a little help on this. So, the butchers who I talked to. Players want to speak to the chef in the market nearby the hunting near the far gate. This quest does not require players to engage combat. Mostly occurs in safe areas. Maybe I... Do I talk to Lubor?
Kneaded to a silken softness, like eating a cloud with a crust.
It would make us...
The finest fabrics!
Clive, you and I...
You and I have more in common than you might think. Not only are we both masters of the blade and devilishly handsome to boot, but we are both the second people to bear our respective names.
What?
What, you think Ruenza Dalimil was my own invention, did you? It was the name of my master. I inherited it from her along with her title, and her smithy. Ensuring that her name lived on was the least I could do after all she did for me. She plucked me from the streets and put my less than nimble fingers to work making blades instead of trouble.
Alas.
Alas, she was to leave my life as suddenly and unexpectedly as she had entered it. I swore to follow in her footsteps that I might change the others' lives as she had mine. That is why I keep her forge alive, why I play the desert hare, why I care for orphans of Dalimil. Indeed, I had thought my obligations to Renz and Drika to be my most pressing concern. That is until the infamous Cid made a surprise reappearance, rather muddied the waters.
Still,
I suppose there's enough for me to go around, but do forgive me if the desert hare isn't always at your beck and call, won't you? Okay.
Don't be a stranger.
So, the chef in the market and the hunter near the far gate. So in the south gate. So we'll go over that way. Yeah, I legit wouldn't be able to figure that out. Unless the hunter is like at that gate. We'll check this first. Wait, did I get the obelisk? I did. Nope, looks like I gotta go to the south gate. That's fine. I don't mind having to do a little bit of a run around on this.
Good. I was hoping to get out of the heat for a little while.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The most fragrant herbs and
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
plates and pots, bowls and basins.
All right.
Hanging lanterns, keep it up.
Okay, no, I don't get it. Oh, this guy, fucking.
What is it? In no mood for chatter.
Is there? God damn it.
Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell
See,
me
now I
what
just
makes
feel
a good
silly.
carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
All right.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation.
Yeah,
Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Yeah, like fairly, you know, self-explanatory. It's like, well, people want something that's durable but also can cut cleanly. It's like, yeah, understood, understandable.
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalamil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is gonna be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favorite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Alright, so we gotta go talk to this person. Oh, they're... Yep, okay, so I was gonna have to make it over there at some point. Thank God for... God, imagine you go side quest lists in this game and you just don't get Ambrosia. That'd be awful, running back and forth all the time. See how great this is? Do you see how wonderful having a chocobo is? It's awesome. Here we are.
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
Get some limestone.
Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides,
all
I
right.
want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly.
Cool. So limestone mixes with iron.
Crush it up.
All the way there. Then we've got another side quest to do, and then I'm gonna head back to the...
This is no good.
Is it true?
I'm gonna head back to the hideaway to check on any monster stuff that cropped up in the desert.
To a silken socket.
Lights and pots!
Sweet incense!
Okay.
We should get going soon.
Oh shit, story.
I'm not too late.
Right, the
What is
story.
it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Waloed are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Yeah, the mines, for recapping, those are pretty dangerous because ether flows out and can end up causing people to go crazy.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Okay, so this is limestone. Okay, so that's what this is. I was wondering what this was, but no, it's not salt, it's limestone. I see.
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Sava needs.
We should get going soon.
Do you have water? Finally, we'll be able to get...
Alright. We turn this in, then we get the bathhouse quest done. And I'm gonna see if there's any more of the,
Fresh bread.
any more hunts that I can do.
My carpets.
Because those are good for experience and renown as well.
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
You are one of the good ones, you know that? You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for.
How funny would it be if like, they snuck in a rickroll in those hammer strikes?
That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalamil. A spirit, if you will.
Sorry, I'm trying to move my chair up.
Fine-looking blade.
There we
I
go.
only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalamil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava: know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge.
Oh.
I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
Ah. Ha 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 ha.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master.
I like the
riddle,
characters.
though, eh?
They're all really good.
The
Even the
spirit
side
of
characters have been
Dalamil
fun.
has nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
Alright, sweet. Oh, I'm so close to leveling up. So close. The bathhouse quest. So the bathhouse quest. God damn it. We'll probably end up doing it. What is it with like certain sequences of words just coming out like just going all fumbled?
Everything I've worked for. All those years of toil. Every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalamil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
Alright, sure.
All right. I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths.
Oh god,
all
sulfur
that keep me
smell.
from an
I
ignoble
know that,
end
I know that
in a
pain
debtor's
because of a
prison.
particular holiday weekend that's about to happen.
My very life is at stake.
Alright, here we go. So, Okay, we've got a bit of a ways to walk.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your...
Finally, we'll be able to get what's...
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Let's go.
Alright, so then it's past here and then to the right.
What the hell are those things?
Ah, that explains it. Question is, can I just cross it this way? But yeah, and yep, that makes every lick of sense. The bomb enemies, they must have gotten here somehow. Grab this. Alright. Let's fight these things, and then that can do that quest.
By the flames.
Oh god, they're called bath bombs! Oh my god, wow. Love that skill. It's good. Good skill.
Guess we're all ready.
Okay. Let's get this last one. Old Faithful? Why is it called that? Ow.
Nice try.
There we go. And that'll do it. Level up.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
Alright, then next, turn that in, then we'll get some potions and stuff at the hideaway and check if there's any new monsters to fight in the desert.
This is no good.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
My carpet.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Kneaded to a silken softness.
Now.
Made from the stoutest
There he is.
stoneware.
I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
Okay. And that's done. Okay, so I'll check the renown, and then I'll check the board for new monsters. But yeah, no new side quests, so that's good to know. All right.
Who's this blue blood?
Well, don't just stand there gawping. Go on, then.
There.
I'll find a better price than that.
See, I've got about 40,000 gil. God, rich uncle's just like, oh, this pearl will merely fetch. God. Value of $1.
The little ones have been up to their old.
All right, so turn in the renown. Check the. Yep, we got new ones. Okay, here we go.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back.
Never mind. Don't. Okay, I can't get anything quite yet. Got 370. But I'm gonna assume I may end up reaching the 410 threshold
Best of
after
luck out
fighting
there, Sid.
whatever these things will be. Okay, how many have we got? Just one? A hill to die on. Among Republican merchants, reports abound of caravans being crushed by a black boulder, a creature indeterminate in nature, or intermediate in nature, but quite decided in size, size, strength, and spite. He or she who took it upon themselves to seek out and slay this black mass would earn the earth's eternal gratitude of not only the desert traders, but of the curse breakers who risk life and limb with every trip to the through the Velcroy. Oh, only 20 renown? Alright. Well, it's another fight that I can do, so that's something. Oh wait, what did the location say? It said the Velcroy Desert. That doesn't I mean, maybe the... Does that mean, like, the Desert Watcher? I'm gonna assume it's just this whole spot here, so... Yup. Probably... I'm gonna try the north since that's a bit separate, but we'll see. So we're looking for a mass.
It's over.
I also have not really been checking my AP, so maybe I should see real fast what I could even get with what I've got. So I've got 1,132. Could master this. Actually, let's upgrade that, because I've also used that a little bit. Give upgrade to that. It's the default Phoenix skill, might as well. So, mastery of that. There we go. I do like that you can kind of customize your playstyle depending on the icons that you can equip to yourself. It's a good system they've got with this game. How the fuck did he end up over there? What? Oh wait, no, I can't make it past that because I can't see shit. Alright. So probably it is the main desert then. In that case, it makes this a bit harder to figure out. What's gonna make this hard is figuring out where it is based on, like, is it in the areas that I can't see anything in, or is it not? Guess we'll see. Watch it be in the north, and then I'm northern part of the desert, and I'm just dumb about it. And, like, overthought it again. Because that's one of the habits that I tend to have with gaming sometimes. Although this area is pretty secluded. I'm just gonna run past these. It is nice that the companions prioritize following me versus attacking enemies. That's pretty nice. Yep, I was correct. Sure enough, I was right. Oh, it's a tortoise! Oh, okay.
Well, Clyde, looks like you're gonna need an even bigger sword.
I'm only level 34. And there we go. I'd love to do that. Okay, I can see why this thing was needing to go. Yeah, this thing's pretty neat with its moveset.
Too slow.
Ow. And there. Can't see shit. Can't see shit. All right, and there we are. Goes up just before coming down. Need to remember that. Nice try. Ow. There, and I wonder how much more armor damage. Not that much by comparison. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, God, that stung. There we go. Whew. Okay. Yeah, these marks are one of the best things to really do in this game to get a lot of stuff, be it like renown, experience, and AP.
It should have stayed in its shell.
Whew. Fun fights, though. Very fun. Not a dull fight in this game so far. Like, even random, even all, not random, even the encounters that I've been going into have all been fun. Alright, so...
Take a sniff, good sir.
I'm gonna go, buy a potion. And I actually need to use the restroom real quick. So we'll buy a potion, then I'll do a little BRB ad break, and then we can get to fighting Hugo.
Good day, my lord. My thanks.
Alright, so if you all will pardon me for just a moment, I'll be right back. Take this time for yourselves to go walk, stretch your legs, use the restroom, get yourself a drink, whichever you need. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Thank you for your patience. Alright. So yeah, we definitely don't have enough to do any kind of upgrades for AP stuff, so we'll hold off on that. Alright.
We should get going.
Let's get moving.
Do you have water?
We've got Titan to fight, which is gonna be interesting.
Come on, girl, the gate's open now.
Let's see if Ambrosia can get us there faster. I don't think I'll be missing anything if I just beeline it. What's that way? Sickle, Fields of Karava, Titan's Wake, the Gilded Path, Rimasov Flat. Okay, this is a big area. Oh, this area is going to be huge. Alright. Wow. The Jaw. Oh. Plot event, no Chocobo in plot event because they don't want her in the cutscenes because, you know, you could potentially not have her.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
So why is it called that when it looks more like a crater?
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert, you'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed.
Fun fact. I learned that the guy that voiced Elwyn, Clive's dad, in this game is the same actor that played as Hendrik in Dragon Quest XI. I feel so dumb because now that I heard the voice again, I was like, oh, I hear it now. So, yeah, fun little voice acting fact.
You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew.
Okay, all for...
Well then,
he doesn't
this
want to
is where we
rule
must part ways.
Rosalith.
Wish
That's
me luck
fine.
in convincing my
But
Canvarian friend to share his
wouldn't it be nice to at least get the real estate of it back? You know, to get more resources, or
prove
I don't
myself
know.
worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
My boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next
Okay,
we
no,
meet.
the haze on the characters is still there.
You can regale me too, Torgal.
It's more noticeable when it's like close up, I guess, on the character models.
Coming for you, Kupka.
So how's Kupka gonna recover with his hands gone? They're gonna show us that? Alright, is there anything else around here? No. Alright. You know, Clive, even if it's just to fight Hugo, you could just destroy Drake's Fang here. It'd be two birds, one trip. Oh, metal hands. Huh.
Fuck! Why do they still hurt? What has that gutter rat done to me? Out of my sight, witch! I'll kill you, Rossfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Your hands got cut off!
Ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
You know, he still busted up a table with his arms.
Hugo, you
He's
are
not
weak.
He's not weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
The heart.
What of it?
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did. And need you.
Run along now, Hugo.
Okay, so it looks like we are gonna have a two birds, one stone situation. Oh, is he a dominant?
Is here.
He's a dominant? Lord Harbard. Lord Commander of the Kingdom of Waloed's armies, Harbard is known to many as the Constant Knight, by reason of his unchangingly icy demeanor, and his unwavering loyalty to his liege. Indeed, he appears to command Barnabas's complete trust, having been gifted full command of the Royal Order of Knights despite his apparent youth. The capacity in which he evacuated Hugo Kupka from Rosalind Castle, however, remains a mystery.
Very well, it shall be so.
And called Clive Mythos. So what the fuck? What?
You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Is he a fallen? What is? Must be a fallen. Must be related to Ultima. Must be. Someone did poo-poo in here. Someone left out a real dookie. Oh. Oh. Whoa, what are those? What in the fuck? What? Orcs? So those are orcs in Final Fantasy, or at least in this one. Huh. Wait, how the fuck did orcs get in here?
Did the royalists bring them from Ash?
Okay then.
Are the beastmen part of the Waloed army now? How the hell did that happen?
So Waloed is doing some really weird shit.
They've spotted us. We've been too close.
Okay, they're light enough for me to do that, at least. Okay, and they're a lot easier than expected. There we are. Because I thought they'd all be heavy enemies. But I was wrong.
It's over. There's more. Titan.
There we go.
So much for the men of the Rock. Dalmekia's finest.
Okay, so perhaps what it's going to end up with is Wallooq versus the Empire after everything is done and Hugo's killed and Bahamut destroys the Republic forces. At least that's what I think is going to happen.
Time to fight.
There we go. Anything back here? No chests? Cool. Okay. No items, chests. There's gold, crystals. Got that. Okay, I think we are good here. Hold on a second. There we go. Oh, bitch, I got interrupted. Ow. There we go. Whew, well, that was tougher. Now, is this the direction? No. Way forward. Where's the way forward? Really? Oh, lift. Oh, I didn't see the lever. Again, being heavily reminded of those caves with the crystals that are supposed to be really, really, really hot. Like, I just wish I remembered where those were. Like, I remember seeing them in, like, a facts video of some kind about, like, interesting natural facts, or interesting facts about natural places that can be visited, or something like that.
Stairs. This must be the way out.
Stairs, the enemy of any armor-based cosplayer. There we are. if you've ever climbed stairs in any kind of cosplay that's got very impractical or uncomfortable shoes, it's like, congratulations, your feet are gonna hurt worse than if you had normal shoes on. Oh, hello!
I won't be sneaking past this one. How did it get in here?
Ow. Didn't realize how big of a range that had. Ow. Okay, that lasted longer than expected. Oh, shit. There we go. Whew, cool enemy though. Very different compared to what I've been fighting before. So 456 for our AP. Anything I can get with that? No, not really. Alright, what have we got here? Right to the heart. Okay, or close to it. Oh, cool!
By the flames. Come on, Torgal.
That's a cool locale. I like it.
Kupka never did do things by halves. As if taking the Mother Crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
I mean, in all fairness, it looks fucking sick.
Let the trial begin.
Hooray, these things! Oh, you're different. Oh, you're very different.
With me,
Spirits Within? You mean like that one Final Fantasy movie that no one liked? Okay, that was an explosion. Figured that would be. God damn, okay, Gouge is really doing well for armor damage. Do this, get some health back. Aha, so that's where I can do the dodge. And a nice little wind up. There we are. Okay. Getting a bit used to the timing now. There we go. Cool boss fight. That was very different compared to the Iron Giant that we fought in the Phoenix Gate. Big good fights. Every boss not disappointed.
Seems we're expected.
Okay, so you're related to Ultima. You've got to be.
So this is the power of Muthos.
Muthos. Is that? So that's how he pronounces it. Oh.
Did the orcs do this too?
Okay, so Waloed was already planning on dismantling the Republic. So it seems like the Republic, the Dhalmekian Republic was gonna be destroyed by either Waloed or the Empire. Either way. Yikes. So it was either orcs being brought in by Waloed or Bahamut destroying the Republic via Bahamut, you know, as they were trying to surrender. Ooh, battle music.
It's over.
Ah, god damn it. The thing about the dodging is that I can't figure out where all enemies are gonna come from, so that's where it gets really tough for me to parse. Air combo! Maximum! And Torgal took care of that.
Are these things here for me? Or for him?
I mean, I haven't really needed to use the Torgal commands at all in the game because he's been doing a good enough job on his own. Oh. Bravery. Some opponents will use the ability Bravery to invigorate nearby allies, enhancing their performance in battle. Okay. I had a sense. Funzo. Fun. Fun. All sorts of fun.
First orcs, are these nightmares? Is this your doing, Ultima?
Okay, can't go through that door probably. Ooh, big boss arena-ish. Yep, sure enough. Holy shit, that drinks your shield, dude. That just completely drinks your stagger bar. There we go. Whew. I imagine in the lead up to Hugo, I'll get some potions or something. So, I'm not too worried about my health right now. That's where I was, right? That's where I came from? No, here.
You've been busy, Kupka.
Wait.
Where did you go?
Wait. This table's made out of styrofoam. No wonder it's so easily broken.
The heart.
It's right there, Clive. You could do it.
He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Torgal.
Alright, so there's really no fast means of ground progression. Like, you can't just constant dodge it to move yourself quickly or constant lunge. Cool. This is so cool.
Just what I needed. Nice try.
Oh, that was a good move. Oh, yeah. Do you see how quickly all of them just completely fell apart? Holy shit. Yeah, that move's really good. Holy fuck.
That had better be the last of them.
There we are.
Benedicta, my everything. I've missed you so much. Kuka!
Wait, what? Oh shit, hold on.
I swear to you, my love. We will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
Okay, yep, he's gone crazy. Just in case.
You got away from her.
Still good, or is it just... Oh no.
Benedicta!
Oh, that's what this was.
I'll kill you, Roswell!
Oh. Okay. So that's where that was going. Huh.
Oh shit, he's priming. No, not now.
Alright, Kaiju battle with Titan. Here we go. I can... That's where I think this is going.
Come on. Find him. You've done this before. You can do it again. Let the flames burn within you. No. Let them burn without. Come to me, Ifrit!
And he can do it on command now. Fuck yeah. Okay, so not Joshua. Yes! Okay, here we go. Yeah, oh! They actually bothered to not have the hands on him. Huh! I would have thought they wouldn't do that, but that's really cool. Okay, props to Square Enix. Hey! So the body of the Dominant does reflect on the icon. Okay, so they're not separate entities. Cool, cool. That's good. I didn't, like, not that I would have been upset if the hands were still there, but I'm impressed that they actually thought to have that. That's really good. And of course, they can grow their hands back, but I doubt Hugo probably grew his hands back with this. Alright, Titan fight. But just the fact that it started without the hands proves like, okay, no, body of the Dominant does reflect. Body of the Dominant does indeed reflect on the body of the icon. Could have dodged that a bit more cleanly. There. Hold on, can't I equip? No, I probably will get to equip something on that R2 ability at some point. Okay, cool.
Nice trick. But if you can do it, then so could I!
You've learned Brimstone. Oh, defensive fire shield. Cool. Oh, that is definitely a stone's throw. Brimstone. Clive has learned the ability Brimstone from Titan. Hold and release to emit a violet explosion. Press X anytime to cancel the charge. Okay, it's a charge thing. Ifrit is invulnerable to damage while charging Brimstone. Suffering an attack, however, will automatically trigger the explosion. Oh, okay.
Let's give this a try.
Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. Ow. Ow. There. All right. I think I missed some key parts. Well, key parts is Hugo went crazy, and now we're fighting Titan. And there seems to be more about Waloed's Lord Commander than expected. But yeah, we're fighting Titan. Oh no. An Aether Poison Titan. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I felt like that fight might have been a little easy. Like, even compared to the other kaiju fights, this one felt a little easy. Earth and Fury. Jesus. That's some bad rock candy. Yeah. It's expired rock candy. That's what caused. This is what eating expired rock candy does to you. This is always why you check the expiration date on your rock candy. Holy shit. Ooh.
Thunder, help me. It's do or die. I'm coming, Kuka.
Okay, this is the most Metal Gear Rising sequence I have played in this game yet. Like, the music and everything feels very Metal Gear Rising-esque. Crisis City from SO6, Sonic 06 vibes? Yeah, that too. This is so fucking cool. This is so cool. This is awesome. Ow. I love this sequence and it's making me mess up. And to think, Ifrit is this fucking tiny compared to Titan. Yeah, Ifrit's a fucking mosquito on this thing. Titan Lost, that's what it's called. That's what this is called. Race to the goal and get hit by a flying rock. Yup. Need to be better at dodging that. I'm not used to the slow moving here. There we go. really good job keeping the fight from feeling repetitive. Oh yeah! Oh yeah. No doubt. With like constant arena changes and this fucking awesome music. Okay, no, this sounds Sonic-like. This sounds like Sonic music. And I mean that in the most complimentary way possible. This music is awesome! Wait, it sounds like a fusion between Sonic and Daft Punk. Oh my. You may be a mosquito titan, but this is how it feels like to kill a mosquito. Yup. This music is so good. It's so good. This is such a different sound compared to what the rest of the game is given. Oh my god. Headbanging. It is a headbanger. This is a headbanger song. Holy shit. Finally, I dodged that move. Has this been kind of the theme with Titan, with music related to Titan? Throughout Final Fantasy? Because it feels like it. Alright, I think we're gonna go through a battle transition. Oh. Ooh. Hellfire. Oh, the other arm's gone. Stop hitting yourself joke here. Yep. Oh, I didn't see the reticle. I didn't see the reticle. Hold on. This is a actual Platinum Games Metal Gear Rising Bayonetta-like image I'm having, and I am loving this so much. That bit was so Sonic it hurt. Yeah. But as I said, in a positive way. This is awesome. I am loving this. Please. I don't know how they topped Garuda, but they did. I don't know how they topped the Eldritch monster before Ultima, but they did. Oh shit. My god, that was cool. Yeah, that... by far the most cinematic segment in this game, I feel, but I don't give a shit. That was amazing. Oh, he freed up some room. Okay. I'm speechless. This is amazing. I'm set speechless, frankly. This whole thing, just speechless. What? No. What? What? Am I getting big hands? Am I getting my icon sock'em boppers? Sock'em bopper, more fun than a pillow fight? Looks like it. Oh! I'm actually clapping. Oh. Oh. Is this what blockbuster movies think they invoke whenever they say #1 movie in America? Oh. Oh. Oh, man. I'm gonna get a Topo Chico. Give me a second. Holy shit. Oh. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. That. Okay, Mom, it's like punching someone with... Okay, Mom, it's like punching someone with a pillow. Oh my god. That was, in no uncertain terms, one of the best fucking things I've played in a sequence pretty much all year. Like, a lot of games I've played have been really getting good sequences and a lot of that, and they've been high up. This is up there. This has to... like, as little stock as I tend to put in the Game Awards as far as, like, their Game of the Year categories, come the fuck on. This has to at least contend. Oh. I have the dumbest smile on my face, man. Holy shit. Oh. Oh. Now what? Where do you go from there? Oh god, Bahamut and Odin next. Oh fuck. Bahamut, Odin. Oh. And that's the Mother Crystal Heart. They destroyed the whole ass mountain. And there goes Drake's fang. Dhalmekian Republic's gonna be fucking destroyed after all this. No doubt. Notice how the Mother Crystal being destroyed kind of sounds like screaming? Oh!
Ultima.
Uh-oh, plot migraine.
What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Aren't you sealed in Joshua, though?
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Alright, what the you thought? Yeah, you thought? You must be no thought's head empty for us to claim you, Mythos.
Thank you, Joshua.
Holy fuck.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
But Mythos is stronger.
So he knows about Mythos too.
For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss.
Torgal, where were you? Yeah.
One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
So it seems...
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
So it seems Barnabas knows about Ultima, and I guess is teaming up with Ultima, as it were. Methinks. Possibly? I don't know. I don't know. I'm coming down from the high of that boss fight, man. I feel like it.
Oh. The death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Whew. Holy Order of the Knights Dragoon, north of the Isle of Ark.
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope.
Even as I laser breath through the landscape and cause many more death. Oh! Cool! Hey! Bit late, but happy Pride.
Forgive me, Terence.
Alright, so Sir Terence, second in command of the Dragoons, the foremost fighting force of the Holy Empire of Sambrek. His sword remains ever at the ready should anyone be foolish enough to make an attempt on the life of his liege lord, Prince Dion. Born to a family of minor nobles, Terence entered the prince's service as a squire before climbing the Dragoons' ranks. He and Dion are lovers. Cool! Awesome!
You were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
So I'm guessing the curse is taking his arm. His arm's starting to turn all stone.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but is this the first, like, openly gay character in Final Fantasy? I'm not as strongly versed in, like, Final Fantasy's characters to know, like, if there had been gay characters in the past or not. Either way, this was cool. Awesome. I like Dion as a character already, and yeah, he's gay. Sweet. Love it. Nice.
Olivier has been made Emperor. What is the meaning of this?
My father's orders. What were they? Quickly! Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and... Gah!
Terence.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
Can we hear the tale? No? Okay. Well, it's back to the hideaway. Oh. God, that was a lot. Man. How are they gonna top that? How are they gonna top that sequence with Titan? That was incredible. Oh. Fucking hell. And a Mother Crystal down. So there's only like 2 left.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
Always need
So do we also find out what Mid was doing with her engineering stuff? And can I please give her another nickname than Mid? That feels very sad.
What became of Kupka? Why haven't we heard anything?
I need to see if I can get any potion. Am I missing potions? I might be. I don't know.
What can I do?
Did I? Because I didn't use as many potions as I thought I would. Right? I didn't.
Is that all?
If anything, I got a lot of them because of the... If anything, I got topped off when I was going through the area. Oh. God, the fucking music in that Titan sequence. Holy shit. That was the strongest subversion. I don't know if Titans always had that kind of rockish kind of tone, but fuck me if it isn't effective. Holy shit. Oh. Like, and it was a very much like cinematic scripted fight at the very end there. Also, Jesus, I've got a lot of enemies to fight. So I've got Karava, just off Sickle. Okay, and then, okay, the Jaw, Empty Hovel, the Cattery, and then question mark, urgent notice to all Cursebreakers due to the discovery of a fallen giant in the Rosarian ruins. We have lately been investigating. All work in the region is to be halted with immediate effect. All members are to proceed no further than the village gate, lest echoes should be awakened by our presence. No further action may be taken without Sid's express permission. Okay, so a fallen giant in Rosarian ruins. So probably the ones near Martha's Gate or something. Or Martha's Rest or something. I don't. Hold on, I'm gonna check that map. Maybe near Eastpool. Once proud village followed the slaughter of her people. Broken Hilt. Well, the only one that was around here was near Sorrowwise, which was like this spot. I think. It was near here. Because we fought one before. Fought a fallen in some ruins. So I'll take care of those probably next time. Because it's a lot of hunts.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place are smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto. Any word on the Royalist movement since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Yeah, it's like, hey, honestly, Clive should probably take a rest, because with all the shit he went through. Alright, so I'm going to talk to Vivian, and I think it may actually end tonight early. Because frankly, how the fuck do you top that in a stream? You don't.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Walooders.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Walooders must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map?
Alright, so what are we looking at?
The kingdom of Walood claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest.
Makes sense.
But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Walood shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Walood? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Walooder standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of
That standard
when.
is really cool, though. It'd
And
make a
on
really
that
nice
day,
tattoo.
Who will be trampled underfoot?
All the standards in this game would look really cool as tattoos.
In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports.
I really thought the uncle was going to be killed before I fought Kupka, or if Kupka was going to kill the uncle or something. I don't know.
Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them, that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
All right. Well, before spreading the word, I think I'm going to stop for tonight. Bit short versus the other streams that I've done as far as this game is concerned, but I genuinely can't think of a more topped way to end the stream. That was such a high note. Like, for one thing, 3.5 hours flew by. Like, practically soared. And two, you all saw the shit that I was doing there. That was genuinely one of the best sequences I've managed to that we've encountered in this game. It was scripted, yes. It felt, but god damn it if it wasn't effective. Like, holy shit. Oh, what a fight. Like, that whole thing, this whole sequence with Hugo, genuinely some of the coolest shit I've played in this game so far. Well, in any case, thank you all for joining me tonight. As I said, bit shorter, but I'm pretty pleased with how this stream went. It was quite nice. So, yeah. I guess to sort of continue on to end on something regarding the recent news and everything about Twitter and social media stuffs. I'm still gonna keep with the streams and try to update on the platforms that I feel the most comfortable updating on. But there may be a chance that I end up just fully getting out of Twitter, because that's a sinking ship that I don't really feel like. I feel like I need to get on the skiff before that ship decides to go under. So yeah, like, I don't know if it'll improve. I don't know if it'll change. I don't know if Elon Munster will have like a nightly overnight revelation over how stupid some of the decisions he's made are. But who knows? Maybe something did happen and this dates this little segment here at the end. But we'll see. But yeah, in any case, take care of yourselves, everyone. Stay hydrated, keep your postures checked, and I will see you in the next stream.